Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Squeak!
I believe we are unmuted. If not, please mention it in our chat. Welcome to D&D Play 20 and our live Dungeons & Dragons stream of Dragons of a Winter Storm. I'm not going to waste your time with a whole bunch of promotional stuff tonight, except to say that you can help our channel by following and subscribing, or you can help our players by spending Pantheon points you earn by watching, or you can support them by purchasing advantage for them below. Pantheon point balances are found in the Twitch chat. Just click that little blue shield at the bottom of that chat window and you can see your balance as you watch, and you can spend your points there. So, if you are new to our stream, fear not. I'm about to catch you up on everything you need to know. It started with a dream. Or was it a vision? Our characters know only that it came at different times in their lives, and yet they each experienced it. In it, they struggled against cultists, kobolds, and yes, even dragons. The dream ended violently for all of them, and they each awoke believing it was nothing more than that, a dream or a nightmare. Yora, young and impressionable, enjoyed life with her father until an evil priest turned her town's population against them. Her father heroically sacrificed himself so that Yora could escape into the night. Arriving on Tortle Wharf, she met the brave if somewhat reckless Tortle paladin named Caius, whose past was also marred in disaster. Together they traveled to the continent of Eredor in search of Yora's childhood friend, Seldana. But Seldana had faced trials herself, and her family had been murdered. She now traveled Eredor in search of the killer. The search to find Seldana had taken Yora and Caius nearly a year. Meanwhile, after fighting in another realm, Azrael had lost his respected leader and his father in battle, and had returned to the realm of man in a weakened state. Almost immediately upon arrival, he felt a strong pull toward a distant farming town. And on the Isle of Angels, the Firbolg, known as Penbear, had developed magical abilities, and upon revealing them to a trusted friend, lost control when she fled in panic. His power manifested a fire elemental which chased the girl to their village, nearly destroying it. Penbear exiled himself with his trusted giant eagle friend Fantus, eventually flying eastward toward Eredor, drawn to the very same farming town that Azrael had been drawn to. And finally, in that farming town, which was named Woodruff, Trius was a respected healer, and he returned one night to witness his father's murder at the hands of a dark and mysterious man named Janeth Vilkos. Caught in the act, Vilkos intended on killing Trius as well, but the timely arrival of Azrael, soon to be followed by the rest of the party, stopped the evil man in his tracks, and he was forced to flee. Janeth Vilkos, though, had a familiar face and name, for he had been the evil priest who had turned a town against Yora. He had been the one Seldana had been warned of by a note from her father, and he wanted all of them dead, but why? It appeared to find the answer they needed to travel to Milanador, the home of Seldana and the kingdom of the elves. But once there, hundreds upon hundreds of shadow dragons attacked the elven city, razing it to the ground, and the survivors were forced to abandon their homes. Made refugees, they fled to the friendly dwarven kingdom for protection. But that very night, the elven king was murdered in his sleep. The murderer who was soon exposed to be a shadow dragon himself, had infiltrated the Elven Council. He resisted arrest, and during the ensuing battle, Caius, the honorable Turtle Paladin, used a magical artifact to strike at the attacking dragon. But although the resulting fireball badly wounded the dragon, it also unintentionally killed the gathered Elven Council and several dwarven guards. Caius was put on trial. The witnesses have testified. The evidence has been reviewed. All that's left is the verdict and the sentencing of Caius, if such a thing is called for. And that is where we begin. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing?
Hey, what could go wrong?
So fun.
Yeah.
So,
It's gonna be
Caius,
fine. Yes.
is it true that... Oh, you don't have a tail, do you? I was going to say if somebody cuts off your tail, it grows back, but I guess you don't have a tail. You know, because lizards... Oh, well. Yeah, I got a million of them, folks.
But
What?
this is not true.
Had to break the tension, okay? So,
Then why would you end it on a tension-filled note?
To add the tension, you mean?
We need to talk about your continuity. Check mark for later. Bookmark.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do things. As each of you gets a turn to speak, you can introduce your characters as we go. Okay, for instance, if... Well, we'll see. Anyways, we are going to take off. So King Ronk Berez has decided that speaking to the dead bodies of the survivors, of the victims, is definitely not something he wants to do after all. So the trial comes to a close and he adjourned to determine his verdict, and now court has been called to order to announce the verdict. Absent are Trius, Sildana, and Azrael, who each left when the bodies were carried in originally. The bodies have been removed, as far as you know. And the king sits on his throne beside Princess Aranel. And he says, "Let this meeting be called to order. Caius, please stand."
Yes,
You
I
are-
stand.
Yours stands up with him.
Oh, watch out there, Penbear. Don't fall.
I have come to a decision regarding your fate, young paladin. In reviewing the evidence and the testimonies, your defensive representation has proven that no one actually saw you use this magical necklace to do harm. I am of the firm belief that even if you had, you intended no harm to the innocent. Therefore, I release you and I drop these charges against you. However, I, for one, know that the Turtle people are a brave and honorable race, and I hope that you will find some way within yourself to make amends for what has happened here. This court is adjourned unless you have something to say, Caius.
I'm very sorry. Excuse me.
Yor
Walking
Yor
into
grabs
people
his
and-
no Yor grabs his hand and we start like to leave the whatever with this way is or wherever we saw at least Saldana leaving.
Caius just kind of like doing little circles and walking into people and trying not to push anybody out of the way. And
No, Yor's gonna push people out of the way to get out with Caius.
Oh, Penbear, come on, buddy.
I can't move.
What? First you can't change back from rat form, and now you can't even move.
Somebody has to give me control
Of the mouse token.
of the rat.
Penbear's been paralyzed.
Yeah,
What are you doing to Penbear, old man?
go on without me.
Okay. You catch up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you catch up.
squeak.
Scurry along, buddy. It's so weird. He's usually so big.
What are you talking about?
Penbear.
Where is
I was
he?
gonna call him little guy. Oh, he's back
Sport?
there. He's been with us the whole time. You didn't even know?
I didn't know we had confirmed it was Pen Bear. I know we like made the ticket. I didn't realize. I don't know. I remember
Yeah,
that
no,
now.
that's-
Can you move it now?
that's
Yes,
it.
I can. There we
Excuse
go.
me, guardmen. Can we get through this doorway? I believe we just stopped for no reason. Yora, after you. I am rather jovial, even though I shouldn't be right now. I'm just glad to be out of here. But I really do feel like I owe Saldana a great debt and her people.
You for sure do, and we'll figure that out together as soon as we make sure that we're away from this insane asylum and this whole situation that doesn't really make very much sense at all. While they figure out who killed their king, it doesn't. I can't imagine why it has anything to do with us anymore. So we just need to find and get away. We need to find Saldana and Trius and Azrael, because I'm sure the three of them all together, upset as they are, it can't possibly end well. So we just need to find them and get out of here and deal with this in our own way, outside of anyone else's influence.
That sounds like a plan. Okay. Perhaps we. What's with this hand on the floor? Hey, Mr. God. Man. Before I leave, I was just curious. What's with the hand on the floor? It's a very
It
unique
is the
symbol.
fist, the handle that holds the hammer that strikes the anvil.
How long did the trial last, Peter?
That's actually not bad.
I'm sorry.
How long did that whole trial last?
Let's say 2 hours. It was a speedy trial. Well, let's say 4 hours. It was a
wow, okay.
speedy trial because they have other
So-
things to worry about.
Pen Bear cast Wild Shape twice, I guess.
Shh. Let's not talk about it.
That's fine.
Oh, what's
Okay.
in these barrels?
So
You
Kai's
there,
getting lost again.
Yora. Where is your friend Caius?
He was right here behind me. And now I honestly don't know. I'm trying to find Saldana and Azrael and Trius, and now Caius wandered off. Penbear is a mouse. There's a lot of things going on, and there's just a lot of things going on. Why? What have you have done? Just who's talking to me?
It is Lazarus. and
Yeah,
Engo
you've done
Fernet is
enough.
with him.
Yeah, Lazarus, you've done more than enough. Like it seems like ever since you showed up, a lot of bad things have been coming around you. So maybe we just need to leave you.
You cannot escape your destiny, and I am a part of your destiny.
You're.
And besides, the good captain here has a request to make of you all.
Does he? What guard is this? The captain?
Captain
Oh, this was
Fernet.
the.
Oh, wait, you're out. Where there you are.
He's our friend, technically ish, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them are.
Okay, fine. Lazarus is not a friend. I'm not convinced.
Lazarus is the BBEG.
No, I don't trust him either. He's weird.
Caius.
No, but Farnet at least spoke on your behalf, so we should at least hear him out for a second after we find everyone else. Captain, you'll have to excuse me if we seem like we want to get out of here a little bit. It just seems like nothing great is going to happen inside of this building.
Very well, I will meet you. Oh, wrong guy.
No one's talking to you, Lazarus. You are not invited to this.
Jeez,
This is an AG
Lazarus.
conversation. See your way out of it.
Wow, the nerve of this guy.
What? Yora, why are you yelling?
Ah,
Hold on.
there's one of your friends now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jacob. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Sildana's just gonna come from where she was hiding. She's gonna hear Yora yelling and come and see what's going on.
And I'm still yelling, and so if you're coming from that way, I'm not going to see you until
Yora. Perhaps we could meet at the Underland Inn, and once you gather your friends, and we may talk there.
Fine. Okay. Underland Inn.
Just
Which
so
d-
you can get
you've already
out
been
of
to.
this building as you say you wish.
Well, I mean, why would we want to hang out here? They just imprisoned Caius underneath here for most of this day, and we just were part of some kangaroo court that just wanted to blame one of us.
Hey,
for-
and Penbear's a rat.
And Penbear's a rat.
Are you saying he
rat.
cannot be trusted?
No, I'm saying I trust this rat over you, rat. Yours mad.
You trust a rat?
I trust Penbear. I trust Penbear rat. Pen rat.
Pen rat.
Here.
Does that mean he cannot keep a secret?
Your leaves.
Is he a dirty rat?
Your leaves, Lazarus.
Wow, that guy's getting crazier every day.
He is literally insane. He's reading books. He's telling us that we're supposed to be these people from a book that only 2 people can read. This is ridiculous. I don't know why we're listening to this person at all. Saldana. Is she gonna
Yes.
go up and hug Saldana anyway? Because she hasn't been able to talk. Like they haven't been able to talk about the whole entire thing. And while she's hugging you, whether you really let her or not, she's gonna be like a leech on you, and she's gonna be saying, "Saldana, I'm so sorry all of this happened, and I'm so sorry that all of this happened, and that we all had to go through that, and I'm sorry, and I love you, and I'm sorry, and I'm really sad for you," and she's just gonna keep going on and on like that.
Yora, it's not your fault. You've no need to be sorry.
No, but I don't want you to
You can
think
tell
that.
that like Sildana's voice is like breaking up with every word she says. She's having a really hard time holding herself together.
I don't know. Oh.
What?
Why don't I have any kind of calming emotions? Why is that not a thing? Anyway, That would be a great thing to have later. No, Saldana, I know it's not my fault, and we need we need to get out of here so we can settle this all together, like we've been doing. We've been all together for the last month and a half, 2 months if you add all the other crazy stuff, and Caius, it's Caius, and you know that it probably wasn't on purpose, and it was just, but I know that doesn't make losing everyone. I know it doesn't make it any better, but I just want to get everyone out of this building.
The two dwarves near ya kind of wander off, take a few steps away, like they're feeling pretty uncomfortable because of the upset person near them and the gathering of people around them. So they're like,
The hysterical female? Is that what you're getting at, Peter? The hysterical female? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're just saying this conversation is out of their depth.
But these guards aren't trained in emotional stability?
No, they are not.
That's a huge gap in their training. They should fix that. It's very important. Saldana's gonna look around and kind of see that I'm sure everyone's either staring at them or just like awkwardly looking away and pretending that they don't exist. Let's get out of here. This isn't the place to talk.
And she grabs Saldana's hand and starts walking back out the way we came.
Okay, are you guys heading to the Underland Inn or?
What is outside of this building? That is all Yor cares about at this second.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just looking to like go somewhere where we're not around anybody.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to be around Lazarus right now. I just want it to be us.
Okay. You're at the palace, just came out.
We will pass
Oh,
by
you can
the
loot the
Underland
temple.
Inn.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll pass by the Underland Inn and then do a little swoop around and maybe look for a little. What's this over here, guys? Is that a garden?
Yeah, if it's a garden, that's like perfect.
It's a Zen garden.
Or an alleyway, or a maze, or some
The
sort.
underground garden.
Secret underground garden.
I'm gonna try to call Fantis as well, see if he's anywhere near. I assume he's not too far, but just want to make sure.
Like, take out the druid phone and.
Yep. Gonna look in the sky? Question mark. Like the top of the cave, I guess, to see where he is, and I'm gonna do my little whistle thing to try and get Fantis to come to us. So I assume he's okay and he's gonna come to us, Peter?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to deal with the addition of another player who just dropped again. So.
No worries.
Yes, he is flying around here somewhere.
Okay. As long as I see him, it's fine.
Fantis. He's actually on the ship. Whoa. Okay, he's a little bit bigger.
One giant bird.
While we were gone, he had a lot of food while we were gone.
There we go.
That is a big bird.
Fantis is a god now in this realm.
No need for mounts or other pets, everybody. We've got a dragon-sized eagle.
A dreagle.
A dreagle.
So, as you approach this garden,
F your airship, roam the gnome.
What?
I said F your airship, roam the gnome.
Hey.
That sounds like a rap song.
Yep.
Yeah, but Rome doesn't. Don't insult his ship.
Just, is it better than a giant royal flying eagle?
Yes.
Nope. Nope.
Did
Can the
Penbear
boat-
build that eagle?
Anyway, we're in the garden and
Okay, you can hear the water lapping against the stones on the other side of the wall.
Is
The
the baby deer
water
pop?
is the undersea, the waves of the undersea. The plants in this little garden are actually forms of mold and fungus, actually.
I pick out some plants and flowers and hold them up and give them to Saldana and Yora.
Saldana is not making any eye contact with Caius.
Hi, Eric.
Could use some beauty in the world.
Hello.
And then I drop the moldy fungi flowers. They're not that nice anyways.
A couple of small fungus plants actually give off a faint bluish glow.
You could do like a dance with them.
But it is amazingly quiet here in the garden. You can't tell by looking at the map, but the nearest building is actually a good 50, 60 feet away. So you do have some privacy. And to fill in, well, Eric, can you hear us?
yeah.
Okay. Trius, I imagine, will come walking up when he's ready. And then, what did you want to go to the garden to talk about?
Oh,
What's up, Trius?
I think we finally
Can I do
lost that
something?
Lazarus fellow.
why? Wow! What did I miss? Why are we in the garden?
Just taking a stroll away from everything, you know?
Stroll. How did the? Are we still awaiting verdict, or has that been passed? Have we moved
It's been
on?
passed. It's been passed. He cleared Caius of all charges, and basically released him into his own reconnaissance and guilt. And I wanted to find everyone else, and I found Saldana, and I made a whole scene inside like the middle of the courtyard, like in the middle of the court and the court building.
I apologize. I do not know how I missed that.
No, it's
Um,
okay. I mean, there's a lot going on. I was just trying to get everyone out and away from. I don't want to talk to Lazarus because he just wants us to go do more things, and I don't want to be inside of a place where they're just throwing around accusations.
I don't know if I
And-
trust Lazarus, to be honest.
No, I don't either. But we'll talk about that later. But and she turns towards Saldana.
Yeah, Saldana, how are you feeling about all this?
You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah,
You're muted.
I-
You're muted.
I can see your lips move, but I cannot hear the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Saldana tries to speak and nothing comes out.
No.
Well,
That's perfect then.
Yeah.
In a handful of days, I've seen my city destroyed, my king killed, the last leaders of my people killed. I don't think you want to know how I'm doing right now.
That's the thing though, Saldana, is that a lot of people here do know what that's like.
Very much so.
Instead of shutting everyone out, I think that we're some of the best equipped people to actually help you get through this. But it's nothing. And grief is not a linear process, but it has to start somewhere, and I think it needs to start with you and Caius.
What?
you and Saldana you're gonna have to start fixing things together. And while things don't get fixed overnight, they can start right now, or at least the beginnings of a conversation. Um,
See, I was gonna say that maybe I would catch up with all of you. Maybe if you need me later down the road or something, and I could just go home. Because like this is so crazy. I didn't want any. I've never heard anyone before like that. Like anyone who I ever harm has always deserved it. And lately I feel like my beliefs are all being tested and twisted, and like this was not what I planned and trained for at all. And maybe I'm just causing more harm than good. I don't know.
I don't think that's anyone really believes that you did anything intentional.
But I
but
did still do it. I mean, it's.
I understand
they'd probably
that, but
be
this
alive
is
if it wasn't for me and my heroism.
you were trying the best that you could. They I mean, wherever that necklace came from is basically like giving a toddler a knife and telling him not to cut himself. It's not. It's reckless, and there were consequences, but and there was harm done, but and even if you decide that you do want to go home, you're still gonna have to start good now and making Sildana start feeling better, which is what you're trained to do, right?
I haven't. I'm not even that far along in my training. I haven't even taken an oath yet.
Well, I mean, okay, it was so.
I've just held to the tenets of good, like don't kill innocent people.
And as far as I've known you, you've never done any harm.
I disagree. I feel like he's done quite a bit of harm. I don't think it was intentional. Otherwise, he would not still be alive. I think that, as an uncle of mine once told me, with great power comes great responsibility. And I just believe that, as someone who wields, Caius, the power that you do, it is important to be careful in your actions. Stop me at any point if this is a conversation someone has already had with you. I find it hard for me to maintain my connection to reality this night or this day. What time is it? I don't know. I think what I will say is that life is the gift that allows us to make amends and do better. And that because you have been gifted this opportunity to continue living, I urge you, implore you to not waste that gift and to not either undo what has been done, or to accomplish a sufficient amount of good as to outweigh this, although I'm not sure what could.
You've given me a lot to think about.
I must.
Yeah. Yes, Penbear.
Do you see me as a good? Do you see me as a good person?
It's good to see you back in full form again.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Of course. Is a person, like a human, or like a real good creature?
Creature, like however you want to call me, I guess.
I guess we're humanoids to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to call us humanoids.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Am I a good humanoid to you?
You are. You are. You've certainly never killed boatloads of elves. Could have had an entire council.
Do you know what my name means?
No, I don't. Sorry, I haven't
gonna-
traveled very far yet.
I'm going to turn to Saldana, as she knows what it means. Don't know if she remembers or not.
Nope.
No, okay.
I speak a little bit of elf. It means homeless.
It does. That's the name that I gave myself, as we don't really have names in my community.
I would have given you a better name than that.
Well,
8-foot master of stealth. How do you say that?
I'm not sure what that would be in Elvish, but what if I told you that I gave myself that name because I had to exile myself as I destroyed and killed half my village when I was young?
No.
Yes. The magic that I use, that I'm
had no
still
idea.
scared to this day to use, I lost control of it when I was young. And yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm homeless. That's why I don't want to go back to Eagle Island. Which we can still do if needed, but you are not alone. Same for you, Saldana. We all have something in our past that we want to forget. We want to, I don't know, like, it's bad. It's very bad. I did a very bad thing.
We should all go back to Turtle Wharf, really. It's really nice. Beautiful beaches.
Well, I think that I agree with the spirit of what you are saying, Pen Bear. But I think that there is a subtlety here that must be acknowledged. Y'all have done horrible things in your past. Saldana has had horrible things done to her. And I feel like there's a little bit of a difference.
I'm not saying what happened is okay in any way. It's just like we all have, like, whether it was happened to us or whether we did it or whatever it was, it doesn't make us bad creatures, bad humans, or it's what we do from what we've learned from that.
Well, I agree, but also none of us needs to travel within the same party as the person who visited that horrible act upon us, as of yet, that I'm aware of. And I think that is something that, well, I mean, I think that's why I'm curious as to how Saldana is feeling. Because I feel like it is important that we acknowledge that while Caius, you've been put through an ordeal, certainly that it is Saldana here who has been put through the greatest test of all. To experience loss after loss in such a short time. Trius turns meaningfully toward Saldana.
I'd be lying if I knew what I'm feeling. Lost, angry, some combination thereof. I just lost my entire race, get destroyed in a handful of days. I don't know what to do.
No one can really ever answer that question. We find the best version of ourselves or a better version of ourselves on the other side of um, the other side of great trials and tribulations, and how you get there is your own path, but you know that everyone in this group is here for you, or
Right then.
at least I am.
And I didn't mean to lessen what you're going through, Saldana. That wasn't the point of what I was saying. And I do apologize if it came across that way. But
I can't leave either now. I see that. I owe you a great debt, Saldana, and I know I will never be able to repay it fully. But if there is anything you ever need from me, I am at your service. Excuse me. Yes.
I know one thing that I want. The head of every shadow dragon that I come across.
Yep. That's probably a good idea.
But
I'm gonna do a
what if that head is attached to Caius? Or whatever the other thing that took over him that one time a month ago was.
If he gets in my way, I will kill him.
Okay, fair enough. We can work with that.
Caius
saw
keeps a
what
pretty
he-
straight face while keeping away from the conversation too directly, but yeah, he's like, yep, that would probably be smart. Shadow dragon, no good.
And then Yora wants to turn towards Pen Bear and go give Pen Bear a hug after revealing that Yora just needs bigger arms and bigger wings to give everyone a hug and hug everyone's pieces back together. But she'll just go around hugging everyone anyway, one at a time.
Thank you, Yura.
Thank you, yeah. Group hug.
Are we hugging now? Is that what's going on?
Hugging Pen Bear after the super sad story he just shared with us.
I just keep losing touch with reality. I don't know what's wrong.
After
Are you going through a tunnel?
After I give Pen Bear.
I hope not. I prefer to stay in this world as long as I can. I'm not ready for the next.
Planeswalking.
What did Saldana? What did you say you wanted? I'm so sorry.
Head
was
of
a very-
every single the head of every single shadow dragon, and as long as Kaya stays out of the way as the shadowy thing that took over him that looked like a shadow dragon, then she won't kill him. Only if he doesn't get in the way. But so I think that's like kind of a good starting point. We can work with that.
I can work with that. I think what I was.
So,
Kaya's
This is not the.
Right.
Yeah.
where's Azrael at? Are we meeting up with Azrael later? Somewhere?
Later, he had something to attend to, but we'll be meeting back up with us at his earliest convenience. I think, Saldana, I understand why your thoughts would go toward vengeance, and I think that is a conversation we can have on a different day.
So now that this seems like a good tabling, a lot of really great progress. Caius walked off, right?
Did you walk off, Caius?
I'm like waiting for everybody.
That's fine.
Gotcha.
A little ways
Trius,
away.
Lazarus wants us to meet back at the
Underland.
Underland. He wants us to meet back there, but I really,
Captain
I don't-
Farnett will be there as well.
yeah, Captain Farnett Lazarus said that Captain Farnett has something for us to do for him, and he spoke on Caius's behalf, so I said that we would meet them back there, but I really don't know about this Lazarus guy. Nothing. He seems to be the one that is thrusting all of this on us, and he's giving us a lot more questions than answers, and I just...
And he didn't
said-
even ask us for consent before he began his thrusting.
No, he really didn't.
No.
He really didn't.
I just
And-
never trust old men who believe that they know what will happen next and where your life is headed. I feel like, in my experience, people like that are always trying to manipulate you for their own gain and advantage. No one has all the answers.
Very true. Very right. And I don't know what I don't know what to do about him. I don't trust him.
I don't either. And does anyone else have feelings about Lazarus? Constructive or...
Did someone say Lazarus?
Yeah, we're talking about how sketchy he actually really is.
Don't trust that guy one bit.
I just feel like for a keeper of something so important, he doesn't really know that much about it.
Right.
Very cryptic.
Um,
If he's wanting to help us, then help us. If not, then just stop creeping in the shadows. Seems to be everywhere.
Suddenly, Lazarus steps from... No, I'm kidding.
He emerges from the shadows like a
Like
reverse
Rihanna.
Homer Simpson going into the lawn, but coming out into the bushes, but coming out of it.
It comes
so
out
then
of
I
the
would
ground
probably
in front of us.
backstab him at that point.
Sildana would kill him if he did that.
Yeah.
She's on this, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything that pops out, she would probably kill.
Yeah.
Candles are dead.
So what do you plan to do next?
Should we just
We have
go
a
back to the
copy.
inn?
We have a copy of the prophecy, right?
Yes. Yeah, I still have the book.
Yeah, I suppose we can choose our next destination.
What is stopping us from departing
leaving.
this place?
Azrael.
Azrael's not here yet, and
Caius, we didn't get any of your stuff from jail.
of course I did. The dwarves are handing it to me. It's all in my packet.
Oh, that's where you went. Okay, got it. Just making sure. Just making sure.
I mean, I hope it's all there. I haven't checked it, but
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure Azrael would be happy to follow us to the ship if we decide to depart now. And we can hear from him later. Yes, Saldana.
I wouldn't mind hearing what Captain Farnett has to say.
And we hear what Captain Farnett has to say. She
Alrighty.
like slides up right next to Saldana.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that if that is how you feel, I encourage you to take that meeting with Lazarus and Captain Farnett. Can you tell me more about why you're interested? Not as a means of having to justify yourself, but I feel very much on the other end of the spectrum and would love to understand more your point of view.
Captain Farnett's one of the last true leaders of my people.
Mm.
If he has something at this point to say, I would imagine it has to be something important, right?
You're
He's
right.
got more important things to do than to just take time out of his day and talk to us.
You've swayed me. I think that based on the horrors that our group has caused, Captain Farnett and your people, the least we could do is take a meeting with one of the highest rankings remaining survivors in order to hear him out.
Should
Perhaps he has a
not go. I'm thinking.
perhaps he has a direction that we might be able to take as a party as to begin to make amends.
Yeah, you said highest ranking members, and I just thought maybe I should not be there, just in case there is that curse you were saying about earlier.
Well, I don't.
What if I just wait here, and you can
Oh.
go and meet the last remaining surviving elves, and then
You don't think that you would like to apologize to them at least?
well, I mean, it's this is a risk. I'll leave it up to Saldana. I don't want to endanger any more people, elves, anyone. Just in case.
Saldana's
we are
gonna
cursed.
Saldana's gonna act as though she doesn't hear Caius whatsoever.
Guys, I think that your participation and presence is a decision that only you can make. I think this is the point at which you have to decide for yourself what kind of turtle you are.
Hmm. Just thinking.
Maybe a compromise would be to write them a letter that we can deliver, or send a letter. I'm just trying to think of a compromise. I know, Trees. I know.
No, what I'm saying is there is no right answer, right? You are the master of your own fate, and the choices that you make determine who you are and how others view you. If you want to be the kind of turtle who sends a letter in your place after you have wronged a people, then be that kind of turtle. You're the person who needs to live with yourself every day. And I can only hope that we each strive to live in a way such that we can look at ourselves in the mirror.
What's a gift that says I'm really sorry for the genocide?
Owning it.
I mean, I don't want to make them think that I am not eternally sorry by cheapening an encounter with them. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's just something that I'm going to have to pay back over time, I suppose. But I'm just saying, if you don't want me there, I understand. And if you do, best of luck to all of us, I suppose. Let's hope the curses. Try to put my claws around each other. Hope the curse is something that you just made up.
Caius, no one is going to tell you what to do. You are a grown-ass man.
I mean, if you ever do have advice, like don't throw that at the fountain, you know.
Caius,
I'll probably
Caius, look at
take
me.
it.
Guys, look at me.
Yes.
And I'm gonna slap you across the face.
Oh.
Say, Caius, you are a grown-ass man.
Okay.
Turtle, whatever.
Yes. That hurt.
Yeah. You
You're
should.
stronger than you look.
You want to feel my backhand?
No, I'm good. Quite good. Why? What? I missed the point of that. Sorry. I'm a man.
He's telling you that you have to make your own choice, and
No.
and
Go ahead,
that asking what everyone else wants you to do is not going to absolve you of your responsibility to make amends.
Right.
I think you should come for what it's worth.
Oh, okay then. I will do that then.
I mean, the worst that they can do is say that they don't want you there. Actually, the worst that they can do is execute you on site. But
I mean, is this something like? Can I? What's your favorite food, Zeldana? Maybe I could buy some cupcakes or something. Is that some hot chocolate? Would they all like hot chocolate? Maybe. It's pretty good. Just as an opener.
Sildana's going to completely ignore Caius.
Caius,
Yes.
the magnitude of the offering must match the magnitude of the offense. Don't insult them by bringing hot chocolate.
Right, but what do I? I just feel uncomfortable going there, and just
Good.
being
Use
like,
that.
Hello.
Use that. You should feel uncomfortable, Caius. There's nothing comfortable about what you did or the position you are in now. But use that discomfort to do better. Use that discomfort to drive you, to fuel you.
What, like take an oath of discomfort?
Guys, no one's going to be able to tell you what the right thing to do is. Only you can decide that for yourself. But I'll tell you what, it's not providing the gift of hot chocolate. That is for damn sure.
Okay, I've been very impressed with how quickly it changes my mood. I've noticed that I was really in a bad mood the other day, and then I had some hot chocolate, and it was like, wow, that's actually better.
I'm gonna give you the backhand. I'm gonna say, Caius, this is no time for jokes.
No hot chocolate. No. Okay, I get it. No more hot. Jeez, Trius.
We're gonna start walking over to the Overland Inn now.
Are
And
you
think
okay?
Trius. Could
Yes.
you roll 2d4, please?
Are you all right, Trius? I mean, like, you're more angry than I've known you to be lately.
I am angry, Caius.
I get it. I just want to. I'm just,
You just massacred an entire people, Caius.
Yeah.
I am pissed.
Okay. No.
My dad died months ago, but I haven't really had the time to process it. So yes, I am pissed.
I get it.
Right? There are people out here looking to kill us. We don't know why. And here we are killing other people. I don't know why. And now, there's been a lot going on, Caius. There's been a lot going on. And I'm not even the most upset person in this party because this has just been happening around me and not to me.
Oh.
Like, Saldana is silently stewing, and I would not blame her if she decided to murder you in your sleep. I pray she won't. But you need to, get your shit, stuff,
what's
And
better
just
than
get
hot
it
chocolate?
get it together. Just get it together. This is not the time to be making these jokes.
Okay. I'm just curious because
Yeah, could you like just be curious in a way that is less insulting and
I will try.
more sensitive to read the damn room, Caius?
I will try to do that. I didn't mean to upset you, Trius.
Don't talk to me about hot chocolate again. I'm leaving.
I will follow. Urgently.
Trius, did you roll 2d4?
That is 5 combined. You are muted, Peter.
You're muted, Pete.
I feel like
Sorry, I was muted. You take, Caius, you take 5 points of damage from the slaps. 2 slaps. Total, 5 points.
Yeah, so I guess we're walking to the bar now. Or
Very solemnly.
very quietly.
if it matters, my unarmed strikes only do 2 damage, not 1d4 damage.
Yeah, only monks do a D4 on unarmed.
Yeah. I don't
Okay, so
But
Yeah,
there's
the-
some psychic damage involved in that.
Oh, okay. There you go. Psychic damage.
1 point of psychic damage.
Yeah. Should have been more.
Okay, so move your token, whoever's going to move it.
Oh.
Underland Inn.
Why did I have to move it if you're just gonna put us on a different map?
Because I'm a
That's a good
nitpicker.
point.
Ding 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 ding.
Isn't this? Wait, how does this bar look? If last time we left it, there was pandemonium happening in this bar.
There wasn't.
Oh,
It wasn't?
just the same exact map.
No, is it different?
Who
It's
are we missing?
over
Bar.
the overland and underland, right?
Who am I missing?
Right.
Trius. Right?
I'm also not on the map. Unless it's supposed to be shrouded in darkness.
Hey, Yora, why were they getting offended when I mentioned hot chocolate? Is hot chocolate not expensive or what?
See, I think what Trius is saying does have a lot of truth and weight behind it. I think Trius forgets that all of this is brand new for us, all of this magic and these destinies, and I think he is obvious. I mean, obviously, you know, you caused a lot of things to happen, and he's angry at that. But I think some of it is misdirected towards you. It's very similar to what they were doing during the trial. They wanted someone to be mad at, and you just happened to be the face of it. We got thrown into a lot of things that are bigger than us, and so, you know, like, when you buy me hot chocolate when we're arguing, like, it makes me feel better because they're little hurts, and we've only been through little hurt things, little hurt occurrences. This is a big hurt. This is a really big hurt, and it's going to take a little bit more than hot chocolate.
No, I get
And
it.
it's
I
not It's not
I
that
just didn't think it should be that big of a deal if I offered something nice that, you know, but I get how it's big. It's a big deal. It's
it's
not
big.
like it's gonna go
It-
away anytime
It's
soon.
big. And very similar to how you told Saldana that you're indebted to her. I think that's something similar that should be. I think Therese is saying that something similar should be offered to these last remaining people, kind of an eye for an eye. And obviously, we won't let them kill you or anything like that, or execute you or anything. But you know, something big for something big, like he was saying. And we'll find out. And maybe, I mean, Captain Farnet is asking us for a favor, so maybe that's a step in the right direction. Saldana was right. He has a lot on his plate right now, so wanting to talk to us is, I mean, isn't out of the realm of beginning to mend these rifts that we've created.
Maybe if I kill more, but the right stuff, it'll make things better. That's the only hope I really have, I suppose.
It is maybe not the only hope. I'm sure we can come up with something together, but we'll figure it out all together, in one piece, together. We'll figure it out.
All right.
So as you enter the Underland Inn, you see Engdahl Farnet sitting at a table by himself. However, there is a guard behind him standing at attention.
Fair enough.
You notice that Raven Colger is not the dwarf that's behind the bar. And it's not as crowded as the last time that you were here. Things are kind of quiet. I mean, you can hear voices mumbling and stuff, but there's a hushed tone over everybody because of the tensions of the Dragon War. The elves have just lost their home. The dwarves are wondering if they're going to lose their homes next. Engdahl sees you walk in and nods at you all.
Saldana's gonna take the seat nearest, General.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh no, I wanted where I was.
Pen Bear,
Saldana
are
can have a
you
good view of
moving?
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, just there's one. I might actually just stay behind the chair.
are you going? You go ahead, Pen Bear. I'll just sit on my shell here a little bit.
Okay.
Farnet watches as you each sit down, and he looks at Caius across the table, and he says, "You've done a great harm to our people, but it was not intentional. If you will go on this quest willingly, serve the elven people to help bring magic back to the land and find the gods that can save us, then, well, perhaps you can earn personal absolution for what you have done." And he turns and looks at Saldana and says, "I trust you, Saldana. Your father was a strong man." And he pulls something out of his tunic, and it is the necklace of fireballs that Caius had used. And he says, I trust you to know when and if this should be returned to your friend.
So Donna is going to shrink away from that completely. Don't give that to me. Never want to see that.
He holds it out for a second and he's like, I understand. And he turns to Trius. Will you take this? For I suspect that it will be needed on your quest.
I think that Saldana has made her feelings around this artifact clear. I'm in alignment with her.
Very well. Will none of you take back this necklace? Well then, perhaps I can use it in defense of the Dwarven Kingdom should the dragons attack. When you go on this quest, I understand that you do not trust Lazarus. I
got a 22 insight check. I got a nat 20 insight check to make sure that Lazarus is not controlling this dude.
He is not being controlled. It's a nice roll, though. Nat 20. Oh. He is not under the control of anybody. Lazarus is not even present.
Really? That's not him over here in this damn corner? Wait, no, where was he? He was here.
Oh, I saw him too.
I saw
That's
him.
that is not him slinking out of the
old,
shadows.
That was an old token that the
Shadow Dragon.
The
Sauce!
the DM needed to remove his token.
What you're
Okay.
saying is he was there a moment ago and then vanished into the shadows
He knows
He was
where he's
among
not
us.
welcome.
And now he is not.
among us.
It's very sus.
Nice.
Anyways, Farnett says, you may notice the additional markings on my uniform. The princess has promoted me to general over all of the elven forces, which unfortunately is not very sizable. But I hope that in combination with the dwarves and whatever kingdoms can send additional forces, we can fight back the dragons long enough for the gods to return to our world and for you to awaken magic once more.
Excuse me, General, I'm sorry. Are you and the princess not at all concerned about why her father was just killed in the middle of his sleep? Like, I understand that, like, the person, like, responsible was killed over there, but, like, that is... Where does that play into the future building of the elves here? Or the world? Like, what?
Especially because I just saved the king's life the day before. I pulled his body out, raised him from the dead, and pulled him away after he ran back in to die after we told him not to go there. So it was a very frustrating experience. It doesn't make any sense how
King Avenue was a close friend of mine for many, many years. He was a brave king and impulsive, and when he saw that I was in danger, it will weigh on me forever that he strode into battle and suffered such grievous wounds because he was trying to aid me in battle. I should have been stronger. I know that. I will make up for it with his daughter, whom I have sworn an oath to protect and serve until such a day as she deems me no longer necessary.
Why was he killed?
We do not know. The dragons have always had a strong disliking for elves, We are, after all, the first magical race to be born onto this world. Perhaps it is envy, jealousy, or perhaps they fear that the magic will return through us first. I do not know. But my hope is that you all can find this out on your journey. Now, I get
Well,
the sense.
what did you specifically want us for? This is the same exact thing that Lazarus has already spoken to us about.
I get the sense that you do not trust Lazarus. So I wanted to assure you that he is not giving you false information.
He's not
Okay.
giving us any. Yeah, he's not giving us false information because it's not very clear information.
He also told us, I'm getting mixed signals here. You just told us to not trust Lazarus, and then that he is not giving us false information.
No,
Oh, that nat 22, or that nat 20 insight.
He said, don't trust Lazarus. And we said, we don't. And then you
no,
said,
he said that I get the sense that you do not trust Lazarus.
no, like 5 minutes ago you said, don't trust Lazarus. Isn't that what you led with?
No,
Am I having a stroke?
you might be.
Perhaps that was Peter, and not General
Okay.
Farnat.
Do you all not remember General Farnat telling us to not trust Lazarus?
I don't, to be fully honest.
I don't
I
know.
I also
am.
However,
I-
I might bring clarification
Am
if
I
I
in the
don't,
Matrix?
if I may speak.
Trius is losing his mind.
I'm losing my mind.
Granted, to be fair, Trius has yet to meet a single leader that he actually thinks he can trust. So
A rat walks across the bar twice.
I could have sworn he told us not to not trust Lazarus. Well, I am losing my mind. All right, please clarify.
Don't trust Lazarus.
It must have just been the
Okay.
voice in my head.
What I was about to say is that Lazarus is a mysterious man. He will not give you all of his knowledge because
Well, why not? Why
Well-
would he not do something that's specifically helpful for a bunch of people that he wants to help?
Why does he get off so much on withholding?
And again, with using us as his guinea pigs. Like, he just seems like a really old man who just simply isn't strong enough, who's just forcing a bunch of young, strong, and determined, and good people.
They're trying to be good, at least.
And what does he have
Are we
against
good?
barbers?
well, I suppose you'll get the chance to ask him all of these questions yourself.
Well, if he hadn't run off like a bitch, then maybe we could have.
He has not run off. He is
He was here, and now he's not.
Doesn't he have
he
a
has
really
gone
long
to
human
board the
beard?
ship
To go where?
to
Farnett,
accompany you all.
to where?
Well, that is the decision you all must make.
list. We have a long list of riddled places. The only one of which that clearly gives any indication is Eagle Island, and it just
How do we know? How do we know that Lazarus is not in league with the Shadow Dragons? His brothers have been slain. It's very suspicious that he is the only one who has managed to survive. What if he's in league with the dragons and is working with them?
Perhaps he.
How do we know he's not a spy?
Well, I pray that you will figure this out as you go, as you journey with him.
Well,
I know that
perhaps we will.
He has
Perhaps it is a. Yeah. Well, perhaps it is a risk we would rather not take.
You have no choice if you are going to help the elven people, to help the world. He is a part of this. He says that he serves you, that you all are the prophecy itself. And so your decisions must be made clearly without influence.
Well, then.
That is what he
What
says.
what better way to ensure that our decisions are being made without influence than to disinvite him from our ship? If
Well-
what has been prophesized will pass regardless of intervention, then we do not need his help.
And we don't have a ship either, so
I think I might have an idea of what ship he's talking about.
All I can say is that Lazarus has access to knowledge that no one else does. He does not always gain this knowledge immediately, but it does come to him through the prophecy. I don't understand it. I know that he has told me that he needs to, when you leave on the ship will need to stop at his tower to pick up someone and some tomes that might provide more information.
So he came to collect us and wasn't even prepared.
Well, to be fair, he has been traveling abroad looking for his fellow brothers and other descendants. From what I understand, him coming to Milanador was a hope that he would find survivors.
As far as I'm concerned, we were in Milanador to speak with one person and one person only, and that person was not Lazarus. I'm
And
too upset right now to remember who it was that we were here to see.
out of character, it was Gavin.
Gavin.
It was Gavin. And so, is Gavin coming with us?
Yes. He will be
Okay.
on the ship. He insisted because Farah and Taynor, also descendants, will be on the ship as well.
As far as I'm concerned, that's all we need. But I will leave it up to the party. My voice is not the only one that matters.
I do need to make a request, though.
Now
There
we
will-
get to the meat of
There
the
will
potatoes.
be 6 elves on board the ship as crew members. There will be 6 dwarves as well. I ask that you agree to allow my trusted soldier Philip to accompany you as well.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
How many elves are left in your service?
Perhaps 25,000 in total.
25,000 elves?
Yes.
Where are
total.
they?
They are scattered throughout the city, living in whatever shelter is offered.
I think 25,000 and complete extinction of a race are two very different things. Here's what I will say.
Look, there's
20
one over by the bar.
I
20
literally thought that there was like 12 elves left now.
Yeah.
Summer elves?
Very relieved
Yeah.
right now, but it's still bad.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I didn't forgive myself just now. I'm minimizing,
Yeah.
aren't I?
It's all right. 25,000 relative to the number of elves present is
It's still bad.
it's still bad. It's still very bad.
The one hope that I hold out for is that because the blizzard, when the dragons attacked, was so powerful, some of our people may have been able to escape the city above ground
Yeah.
if they were dressed appropriately.
Absolutely, but this is to put it into context. There's a city, perhaps a village of elves left, where there was once a country, an entire kingdom of elves. Right.
Yes.
Yes. My question to you is this: with the number of remaining elves that are left, do you believe it is wise to continue to risk more elven lives on the front lines, or do you feel it would be wiser to retask those under your command with the work of rebuilding, preserving the culture of your race, creating places of education where these customs may be categorized and passed down to ensure the survival of your customs and people.
Let me assure you that these 6 crew members insisted to volunteer for this journey. While they help to operate the ship, it is their hope that you will be able to focus on accomplishing your goals. Well, that's just mean, Putt.
It's
What's
just a
mean?
possibility.
I didn't see anything.
Oh, in Roll20.
Oh,
So, spies then.
No, they are not spies. They are brave men who have lost their families, and they want to play a direct role in saving the kingdom, in saving the realms. And can you blame them? They've lost much.
Do they
Are they
understand?
part of the prophecy?
They are not part of the prophecy, however, they may make it easy. Excuse me. They may make it easier. They may make your journey easier
Are they
by
aware of the
operating the
prophecy?
ship.
They just sound like liabilities right now to me.
Well, if the ship is attacked by dragons
I
or
don't want to be
whatnot,
responsible for the deaths of any more elves.
there are not enough of you to operate the armaments to protect the ship.
How many people did Rome say that we needed to fully use the ship? He said it was like,
a dozen at least, I think.
okay.
He said it would take about 30 people in 2 shifts to operate the ship. However, they've skeleton crewed it to 6 and 6 plus Rome.
Skeleton crew at this point is a little too on the nose, don't you think?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Nothing.
Oh no!
That was a zinger.
Oh.
I missed
That was a
it.
zinger. Yeah. You did. And that moment has come and passed, and we have moved on.
I'll just
Yeah, no,
replay
I-
it later.
I don't like the idea of more of our people putting their lives at stake.
Are-
There's no other way.
Well, are you willing to risk your life?
I am.
I am.
You are an elf. Would you deny them the chance to help in any way that you see fit? I'll give you command over those elves.
No, I would not.
Very well then. Caius, I call upon you to make amends. If you are willing, help Sadana in this quest. Help retrieve the magic. Find the gods. And perhaps you'll find more of yourself. And Jen, out of character, quit cheating.
Who's cheating?
She's reading my
Whatever.
novel.
Oh,
General,
Just be happy with the free.
I would be
publicity.
honored if I could serve your people at all. Of course, if you insist that this is important to your people and their cause, I will do it. I will go on this quest with whatever ornament of accompaniment I suppose you require. But I do have to encourage you to think about the safety of your own officers. It seems like our group we are, since we've been together, the first time I met Trius, it was when his father was dying on the floor. It doesn't get much better from there. I just found out today Pen Bear is only Pen Bear because he apparently killed a bunch of innocent people. It's not a good story. I just feel like, unless you feel they need to be with us for some reason other than to fly a ship, then yes, we should only have the minimum number of people required around. This is a very dangerous mission, and I don't want any more guilt on my head, on my shoulders, because I will feel worse and worse the more people who die around us on this journey we are apparently about to go on. So, just keep that in mind before you assign your posts.
Very well.
What was that back there?
Okay, so with that, the general thanks you and bids you a hearty farewell and wishes you all luck and prosperity on your endeavors. And then he and the soldier with him take their leave. And the 5 of you are left alone at the table.
So, would it bother anyone if I ordered a hot chocolate?
I leave.
Yura wants one though.
Like, right?
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Oh,
Not really our sponsor,
You're gonna get us in trouble for that. I'm
but
sure.
we would accept them. Whip It. Oh, that looks good, dude.
whip it good, dude.
Note to these companies, we would love to have you as our sponsor and advertise your product. So, as you are left sitting at the table, an uncomfortable silence settles down upon you as you all seem to be deep in thought, considering what to say next. And will one of you speak up at this point or order food? You ordered hot cocoa, I imagine.
Yeah, Trius gone.
He's gone?
I'm gone.
No explanation?
I think
I
Sildana's
didn't-
gonna follow him.
I didn't think an explanation was necessary.
So Sildana's gonna follow Trius wherever he went.
Okay.
I literally said, "Don't talk to me about hot chocolate." Come on now. He knew what he was doing.
Okay, so Trius,
Is Trius allergic to hot chocolate? I don't know.
describe how you leave. Do you shove the chair back violently?
As soon as I say hot chocolate.
As soon as he says hot chocolate, my knuckles go white as I kind of clench my fists together, and Trius stands up, and shakes his head and storms outside, overcome with emotion.
Okay, and Sodana, how do you handle it?
Seeing as Trius kind of made a lot of noise in a big show, while everyone is kind of watching that, she is going to try and get up out of her chair quietly, and she's going to follow him and leave.
Okay. And Pen Bear, what do you do?
I'm just gonna stay there because I don't know what to do.
Upside down.
What? Am I upside? Why is my token upside down?
It's like flames go
On the table.
up usually, right? Mushrooms don't grow down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay there because I don't know what to do at this point. Yeah.
Okay. Yora, what will you be doing?
Yora also doesn't really know what to do and does want hot chocolate because she's spiraling a little bit, trying to keep everyone together. And yeah.
Okay, so Caius, you flag over the barkeep, and he comes over, and how many hot cocos do you order? Hot chocolate, sorry.
Caius looks around and three cocos, please. Thank you. Here's the money.
3?
Yes, please.
You don't want to get one to go for anybody outside?
Apparently not.
Okay, so a couple minutes later, 3 hot chocolates are delivered to your table with whipped cream on top. A new addition, developed by request.
Move on.
I take one sip. And
Okay,
Put it
you
down on
have a
the
whipped
table.
cream mustache on your snout.
wipe it away. Put the hot chocolate down on the table. And never drink hot chocolate again.
Dude, that just brought the mood down.
Mood was already down, Peter.
Yeah, it really was, Peter.
Yeah.
This whole
Down
time.
this entire
Yeah.
session.
Okay. Do you other two drink the hot chocolate?
No.
Yora?
There is no
Oh my
joy.
goodness, Yora resisted hot chocolate. Okay. So the 3 of you are sitting at that table.
Should we join the others?
Should.
I don't think there's
guess so.
anything left to do in the city.
I thought we were waiting on Azrael, meeting Azrael here. That's the only reason I'm here still.
We'll leave a note. We'll leave a note for him with bartender dude.
Last I checked with him, he was gonna come back with us at some point. He was just exploring.
Alright, well, yes, I'm eager to get out of here as far away as possible right away. So, yes.
Then let's get to it.
Okay. So you all head to.
Before we do that, I'd like to do some stuff.
Okay.
So, after Sildana follows Trius out, she'll turn to him. How have you dealt with it?
Dealt with what? What are you talking about, Saldana?
The loss of your father. It's been with me everywhere I go. And I just lost all I I don't know how I'm supposed to go on.
I don't either. The truth is, Saldana, I haven't had the opportunity to think about it. I haven't had the opportunity to deal with it. I think in some ways that's been a blessing. I've been so worried about just putting one foot in front of the next and staying alive that I don't think it's hit me yet.
I hope it doesn't. I hope it's not something you have to deal with.
I hope so.
Eventually.
Well, I guess if I just keep running fast enough, right? Maybe I can outrun what's happened.
Maybe. I tried doing that though.
How did that work out for you?
Look around. It found me and it did worse than I ever thought possible. And I want to make sure that doesn't happen to anyone else.
I agree. I want to make sure this does not happen to anyone else. And perhaps the only way that this can be avoided is through more bloodshed.
As long as it's of those demons, I don't care. I will kill every one of them.
You know, my father once told me that there will be a time when words would not be enough to change the hearts and minds of those around me, and that I would find myself in a position where I may need to arm myself with a weapon in order to protect the ones I care about. I think that time has come.
Too. And I'm sorry to hear that.
I think a part of me mourns that part of myself that I'm leaving behind. Well, my mother is always a strong person and was no stranger to warfare.
Just don't forget that part of you, okay?
Well, I've got you around to remind me of it.
Peacekeeping Trius that I knew, while I didn't see eye to eye with him, he was a good man.
Yeah, I think it's easy to be good when times are easy. And I think that it's only when things get difficult that we discover who we really are. I hope I didn't disappoint you.
The genocide, I suppose.
We will make the
So
Shadow
just-
Dragons pay for what they have done, Saldana. You have my word. And we will do whatever it takes.
Thank you. And in an act completely different from anything Saldana has done, she is going to give Trius a hug and break down.
Oh. Trius will accept the hug and pat Saldana on the back as she breaks down. And he will also weep into her arms. End scene.
Wait, could you clarify that last bit for me?
Weep into her arms.
Weep? Just weep?
Oh,
Can you-
weep. I thought you said leap.
Oh, no. I said weep with a W.
Okay, that's why I needed
Yeah.
clarification. Thank you.
Just two friends crying, right?
Leaping
No big deal.
uncontrollably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't you ever leap with sorrow? Oh wait, that's sleeping with joy.
There you go. I apologize. I will attempt to enunciate more clearly in the future.
Seems like a really great pause for a break, right?
Yes, it is. When we come back, you will be on the ship. Unless you have something else you would like to accomplish beforehand. Anybody? Okay, then when we come back, our party will be on the magnificent Aosira, Rome Skylorn's airship. And
I'm so looking forward to talking to Rome again.
And Lazarus, we are stuck on a ship with the both of them.
It's gonna be a murderer again soon.
All right,
Okay.
see you on a bit.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We have a blank screen on our map screen, so let me just scroll that around here.
Look at that awesome airship.
Yes, that is the magnificent Aosira. And you are on the deck.
Are we? Oh yeah, there we are.
Yeah, we are.
Yep, right.
Just gonna zoom
There.
in.
And so,
Where do we come up at?
when you arrived on the ship, Azrael was already on the ship, waiting for you.
He was looking at his watch, but watches haven't been invented yet.
Looking at his wrist, thinking something should go there. Maybe a sundial. And as you can see, this ship is massive. It has 4 levels. This is the first of which. And on board the ship, you see Tanner, Farah, off looking over the edge. You see Tika up near Rome, who is at the wheelhouse, and the elven scout Dantari, who actually was called to testify in the trial. He is there. And there are a couple of elves up in 2 of the crow's nests, and 2 elves manning Batistas in case they're needed. Oddly enough, you do not see any dwarves on the deck, not even Gavin or Raven.
Have we already taken off?
Yes, the ship is in the air.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that we would have departed without verifying that Gavin and those people were on board.
Well, you
And
know that if
make sure that we have enough rations.
the ship is fully stocked, there is a supply room in the bottom deck. I guess that's what it's called, bottom deck. And you know that Farah and Tanner go nowhere without Gavin, so
Right. I just don't feel like we would have given the all clear to launch
Okay.
without first verifying
okay then.
that everyone who was
Let's
on board
assume
needed to
that
be
you
on
are
board.
still hovering above the city. In the Underdark, there is a tunnel following a large cavern tunnel that follows the undersea that leads out through a special hidden entrance / exit of the Underland. Did I say Underdark Sea? I meant Underland Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Underdark at
Underdark,
first.
but I rolled with it.
When Sildana sees Taynor and Farah, she'll go to them. Where is Gavin? He's not one to just leave you guys out of his sights usually.
Vera giggles. Oh, Sildana, you won't believe it. Every one of the elves, soon as they set foot on the deck of this ship, they got air sick. We weren't even moving yet. They're all below deck, making deposits into buckets.
I feel like you said elves but meant
elves?
dwarves.
Or dwarf.
Boy, I'm really mixed up. Dwarves. Sorry. Actually, it was her fault. She misspoke.
Sildana would take a look and see all of the elves on the deck. Okay.
I'm sorry, I meant dwarves. Now there are 6 elves, not counting Taynor and Farah, total. So I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top deck. So one is below deck. You also, if you look around, you see Philip, the mercenary soldier that worked for now General Farnett. He is on the deck, and he's just basically just keeping an eye on things, making sure everyone is safe. There's not a whole lot for him to do right now. He's a soldier. So, Caius, what are you doing over by the railing? Or is... You're muted, Greg.
On Zoom.
Yeah, muted in Zoom.
Just contemplating existence and being, pretty amazed. I mean, he's never been on a ship before, flown. Just kind of like awestruck, sort of, as it floats through the clouds.
Is awestruck a code word for airsick?
It's a little bit of a jarring experience. He hasn't really eaten much lately, so.
Now, he is a turtle, and they are used to the ebb and sway of the oceans, currents, so he may have a little bit of a resistance to seasickness.
Trius is excited to see Azrael, but will out of the corner of his eye see, is that Tika
Yes, it is.
on deck?
Yes, it is. She is standing to the right of the wheelhouse.
Trius will begin to say hi to Azrael, and then immediately push past him to walk over to Tika and say, Tika, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, come, Trius. You do not think I would miss a chance for an adventure like this, do you? I just had to volunteer.
Tika, I understand your excitement, but where we go, there will only be death and destruction.
Oh, you think so? One can only hope. Heroes are not made by doing nothing.
I'm going to raise my hand and then lower it. And I'm going to say, Tika, only a fool wishes for death and slaughter.
Now, Trius, I've seen your moves before. If you were about to hit me, I would think that you'd know better.
No better than what? Is that a challenge?
Do you want it to be?
Are we doing this right now?
Are we?
Sure. If I can land a hit on you, you leave this ship.
Okay.
Agreed?
Agreed.
How many chances do I get?
One. But I get to respond in kind.
All right.
And if I hit you, you may never slap anyone again.
I don't know if that's possible.
That sounds good.
Okay, so this is unarmed combat.
It is. It is unarmed combat. Hold on a second. I'm gonna reach into my pack, and I'm gonna pull out a potion. I just need a drink. I just need to drink this before. Is that all right with you?
Oh boy.
Is that all right with you?
Yes, of course.
Fantastic. I drink a potion of Frost Giant Strength, and my strength score has changed to 23.
Okay, and she whispers something under her breath that
Sounds
you
good.
can't make out.
Alrighty. I am going to move into attack now. Is she ready?
Give it your best shot.
Fantastic. Hold on. I'm just gonna check to see if I have everything that I need. Okay.
Like you're not trying to rig it for yourself here.
I'm not. I can't rig it. I'm rolling a die.
Yeah. The
So what
potion-
is my strength? So what is my strength? What does a strength modifier of 23 give me to? Sorry. What does a strength of 23 give me to my strength modifier? I guess how do I?
Doesn't everything just max out at 20?
Oh, if you have
No.
if you have anything over 20, it still scales.
Plus
It
six.
still scales.
Skills,
Yeah.
so
My
21.
strength score
Plus 6.
changes to 24.
It's
Plus 6.
I thought it
Plus
was
6.
7, my bad.
All right. Plus 6. So
'Cause
whatever.
20 is plus 5.
If you have a +1 weapon on top of that,
No, it's unarmed.
I do not. It's unarmed. It's a slap. All right. So that's a 15 plus 9. What does that give me?
That hits.
Fantastic. Bonus action Sanctuary. Your turn.
Oh boy. You little cheat. It's
Bonus
unarmed
action-
combat only.
Bonus action Sanctuary. I'm not hitting her with a weapon.
just like she muttered some words or something.
She muttered some words under her breath.
That's all he did.
Yep. It's her turn. Would she like to make a wisdom saving throw to attempt to attack me?
Oh, poor Tika.
How did that go?
She rolled a 10.
Okay.
That's with a +3 modifier.
Got it. That's not going to hit. So she's going to have to hit someone next to me or waste her attack. It's up to her.
She will waste the attack. And in a
Alrighty.
huff, she says, I can't believe you, Trius. You know I've been looking forward to something like this my entire life.
I'll say, Tika,
Take a hike.
Tika, you gave me your word. I'm not the same person I was, and I'm afraid that if you continue along with us on our journey, that your memory of me will be forever changed. And I do not want that for us. I urge you to leave now, before I become someone that you cannot recognize.
Oh, very well. But I still urge you not to slap anybody going forward. And then she goes to the ladder and she climbs off down to the
Absolutely.
ground.
And tell your father to take care of my house.
Yeah, whatever. Cheater. And she's gone.
Worth it.
Wow.
That was my last first level slot.
Your last one.
What did we get a rest at some point?
Yeah, you spent the
maybe.
night at the Underland Inn.
Oh well then. Just kidding. That would be my first level slot of the day. I need to remember that I'm at like not full health. I took a long rest.
Yes.
Confirm.
As did
All right.
you all.
There you go. Done. Azrael, I apologize for that. There was just something I needed to take care of, but it's been dealt with now.
No, I appreciate it because I too did not take a long rest, but now that was the quickest long rest I've ever taken.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we've spoken.
Well, actually,
Yeah, go ahead.
You see Rome waving his hands, then reaching down, hitting some levers. Are we all aboard? I hope we're all aboard. I really want to get going.
Not quite. We're still looking for Gavin.
He's here, Trius.
Oh, he is. Where? How did I miss? How am I missing everything today?
He's below deck. Apparently, the dwarves don't exactly like being on.
Oh, gotcha. I thank you for the update. I apologize. I do believe we're all present and accounted for, Rome.
Okay. And he starts flipping more levers, and you can feel a slight vibration building within the deck, the hull of the ship. And then at the back of the ship, these huge propellers start turning and spinning. And you can feel the wind start to pick up on the top deck. And then the ship begins to rise. And the ladder is drawn in. It's a rope ladder. And piled on the deck. And it rises. The ship rises and slowly turns toward the huge tunnel that leads out. And Rome asks you, Trius, have you decided on a destination yet? I believe Lazarus needs to go to Aranash to pick up some books and someone important.
Rome, I feel like you're asking me a question, the answer to which you already know.
But he's not my boss. You are, so where shall we go?
Me personally, I am your boss.
Well,
Not Saldana, not Caius, not Penbear, not
the group,
Azrael
man,
or
the
Yora.
group.
Not it.
You all decide the course that we set out upon.
Well, then it hardly seems that is a decision that I can make unilaterally. Group, all in favor of going to the Tower of Aranash to collect Lazarus is also important books and friends. All opposed.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing that.
Alrighty. The what do you call it? The we have reached a we have reached a quorum, and we have decided against taking that course of action. Please stand by while we confab, and we will give you your orders shortly.
I'm sure if he needs his books, we can leave him at the tower and he can enjoy them. Is he here somewhere?
I don't know. Maybe he's secretly a dwarf.
He is below deck studying.
Right. So if he wants to get off at the tower, then we can drop him off.
I mean, he can get himself off, as far as I'm concerned.
Stop sign.
Fair enough, Trius. Fair enough. So, but he is somewhere below deck, I believe. Perhaps we should ignore him for now, or do you want to just pretend we didn't hear that he wants us to stop? Should be easy to pretend we didn't.
I think a weak man clinging to life is not a difficult person to ignore. Should we really put our mind to it?
What?
I guess we could just ignore him. Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna pretend I don't see him next time he talks. Maybe he'll get frustrated and just stop talking to me.
Hey, because I missed the vote, did anybody vote for Lazarus?
No.
I don't think so.
I think we had like 4 votes against and like 2 people abstain.
Oh.
Is that right? About yeah, it's my
That's correct.
recollection. Yep, 2 people abstained.
Okay.
Yeah, we're using the democratic process. Okay, so where are we going next? If not the Tower of Nash to collect Lazarus's books and friend.
Well, do you have that map handy?
I do not. I'm not great with navigation.
Because I was looking at.
Perhaps if I look in my journal, I'll be able to find it.
I drew one in my journal too, but it doesn't look the same as.
I've got a map of my town. Oh, there's a world map. Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
So yeah, I mean, we got a lot of options. If you guys wanted to check out like the turtle aspect of things, there's a chance something would be in the maelstrom, I suppose. I don't know.
No. I think if we do believe that we are cursed, perhaps making a beeline toward Firefall Mountain would ensure that we are far from people who we may unintentionally harm.
What are we looking to gain in Firefall Mountain, though?
Is Firefall Mountain where the dragons are? Is that what we have been led to believe?
Yes.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I have no comment.
Okay. My belief is that if the Dragon Queen has awoken from her volcano, that is probably unless I haven't been losing touch with reality tonight.
Okay.
And maybe misremembering.
I
all
see
sorts
what
of
you're
things.
asking.
Yes.
What you were told by Lazarus was that
Us.
the Queen Amalindis was imprisoned within Firefall Mountain, which made the mountain dormant. Since she's come back to life, it may well no longer be dormant.
Yeah.
And now, it seems like the dragons are making a nest on the ruins of Milanador.
Oh, the dragons are making a nest in Milanador.
But that doesn't mean there's no dragons at Firefall.
Got it. So.
Well, how do we know that? Okay, if she's waking up, is she awake? Maybe we go there to Firefall and we find that there's nothing going on, and
Absolutely.
like she's already gone.
Yeah. Rome.
Yes.
I had a quick question for you. How many gallons of explosive fluid can this vessel carry as cargo? Or powder, explosive powder. How many kegs of gunpowder
That is a
or
good question.
barrels of oil can we hope to carry as cargo, if that is all we carry?
Well, let's see. I'm checking to see if there's actually explosive.
Absolutely. And does this vessel have an autopilot feature?
No, it does not.
Got it. If the dragons are nesting in Milanador, what if we send them a welcoming present?
And destroy what's left of the...
I would prefer we not destroy what's left of my hometown, even if it would
There is black
Okay.
powder on
Okay.
board for the cannons.
There is black powder on board for the cannons. All right. I mean,
On the
Saldana?
bottom deck.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, that was a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
No, I like where your head's at. I mean, if we could load the whole entire ship up with black powder, and then she's still asleep, right? She's waking up. She's like, "Arr!" And then we just blow her up, and then we probably win. I don't know.
I need an insight check for everybody.
That would
Who's
not
lying?
work. Cool. I have a dirty 20.
I have a nat 20 for a 24.
Does
Nice.
24.
Pen Bear
Not bad.
also got a 24?
Should I bother rolling?
You don't have to. Sadana and Pen Bear, you both know that you sense that the Shadow Dragons would not have been born or hatched if the Dragon Queen was not awake. Because she is the one that lays the eggs.
Got it. That makes sense. That makes sense. Y'all too. I did not come to that realization. Dirty 20 was not enough.
I don't have a clue.
I just. Someone needs to have a conversation with me about birds and bees. Haven't quite gotten there yet. My father died before you could have that conversation with me.
Astrius?
Oh, that's sad.
Too soon.
Show. Just-
Pember does have a good question though, or hug. Pete,
Yes.
do we know where Lazarus's tower is
Yeah.
in the world?
Yeah, it's not too
Wait,
far from Woodruff.
We mentioned tower, but where is?
It's
Tower.
it's literally north of my hometown. It's like maybe
Is it the one in the spooky forest?
it is the one in the spooky forest.
It is at the center of the forest. However, whereas the surrounding forest is dark and gloomy, the tower itself has some green around it. The vegetation is not looking quite so rough.
Well, we were gonna go to the spooky forest before. So if he's asking us to go to the spooky forest, maybe it's not that bad. Who knows?
Are we? It seems like we already wanted to go in that direction, but then we're against it because that's where Lazarus wanted us to go, and we were feeling rebellious. But perhaps we shall go in that direction anyhow. Is that the vibe I'm getting from the party?
Might as well.
Alrighty. So I guess
I think-
one more time. Let's go ahead. Fenrir.
I think it's on the way to wherever we want to go. I think so. Probably the closest destination that we have to start with.
All right. So once again, all in favor of going to Aranash Tower, in order to visit the spooky forest and allow Lazarus to pick up his precious books and special friend. All in favor?
Saldana will very begrudgingly raise her hand.
Okay. Alrighty. It appears that the eyes have it. Rome, chart a course for Aranash Tower. We have decided collectively that is the direction in which we shall move.
Oh, I'm very confused. I wish you people would make up your mind. So he he turns toward Aranash. And Rome actually is not as talkative when he's flying the ship. That is the
Oh.
secret to keep him quiet.
Aww.
I think we are going to either have the ship fly all the time, or we're not going to be on it.
Oh, great idea, Saldana.
And so, as the ship leaves the tunnels and turns toward Aranash in the direction of Aranash, Rome calls out, "It'll take us a few hours at least to reach Aranash." And he's working his levers and that sort of thing. You know what I didn't add a token for? His pet. Rome also has a pet. Oh, no. He lost the pet. That's right. Okay, so...
Oh no.
The ship sets sail. And... as the winds pick up, as the speed picks up, the winds pick up, and the sails fill with air, the propellers actually turn off once you're up in the air and the wind catches the sails as you're flying with the wind in this direction.
Okay. While we're flying, I would like to, I haven't done that yet, but I would like to explore the ship a little bit, see if there's anything like any plants, anything natural, any vegetation that in the boat, or is it all just cargo that we have on the boat, on the ship?
Give me a peek.
Let me switch maps real quick so that you can all freely explore the ship. Okay, so this map has not only the layers of the ship, but also a key, a legend, that will tell you what each numbered area is on the ship.
Nice.
And so you can keep your tokens on the top deck if you want. And Lazarus is actually right there. And I don't have a token out for Raven right now, but he is also sick in the room.
So we have a stowaway.
Oh. There. No more stowaway. Ooh, actually I just got a little inspiration here, so give me a second. So feel free to explore the ship, and I guess I better set it so that...
Where's Bub?
He fell off. Is he not there?
Where's who?
Are you on the ship?
Lava dog. No, I said Bub. Where's my lava dog?
Are we really having a
Oh.
lava dog on a wooden ship in the air?
That's what I'm asking.
It's fine.
Seems like a bad idea.
Well, Saldana, where do you think he's gonna stay? I don't
I-
think that the kennel here is gonna accept a fire dog. What if I wrap his paws up?
I
You
think
should
the
actually just
dog
get three
should-
plates of like stone and just keep, as he walks, you just keep putting them in front of him.
We can have him
Sure.
resting on the bottom deck next to the gunpowder.
Yeah, that seems like a great idea.
Ooh, where can I put that puppy?
I think that constitutes as a threat against Bub, and I would be careful because I think initiative is going to be rolled out of game.
Well, Yora, I will let you decide where the puppy goes.
Is there like a furnace?
Yeah, there's got to be like a kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name
No.
again?
Bub.
/ oven.
Bug?
If there's like an oven or something.
Bub. B-U.
B-U-B.
Like my. No,
Like-
sorry, it's Ingo. It's the cat.
I was
It's the
gonna
dog.
say.
It's the dog. It's the dog. It's not the cat. My bad. Wrong game.
I was gonna
Bingo.
say
It
that's
suddenly
not the
changed
name
into a
you gave
fire
me.
cat.
I was having like this weird, like, what? Okay, yeah. Sure.
I didn't remember the name of it in the first place. So
Ingo. Sorry. He's Ingo. He's named after the dog. After the puppy. After my puppy.
Bingo.
Bub is my cat. I'm all like, yeah, Bub, like Beelzebub, like because cats are demons.
Because
I'm
it
like, wait,
makes
no, he's a
sense,
cat.
though, because it's on fire. So it's like,
Demon cat. No, it's Ingo. It's Ingo.
so
Yes. Stove.
A
That's
needle
fine.
pulling thread.
not stove. We can just keep it in that. Or if there's like a furnace, we can put it in there to heat up the ship.
Rome, is there someplace safe for a fire puppy to be?
Did you say fire puppy?
Well, yeah, it's my friend here, and he runs a little warm, and I don't want him to cause any issue. But if you have anything that maybe he can keep warm or help steam anything or create steam to power anything, I don't know how any of this works. Do you have a way to warm hot water for everyone? I don't really.
We have a galley on the third deck. We could keep him in there if he won't eat all the food.
I can't guarantee that.
Oh. Well,
I don't really know what he eats. I have not fed him yet. He's been finding his own food.
we could put him in a cage near the galley.
Galley it is. Okay, good luck. Ingo, don't eat all the food. Good job, puppy.
Okay, there is a cage right here. For Ingo. And
I'll come back for you at bedtime so we can snuggle.
locking him up in a cage.
I lock my.
Oh, cool. He
in
went
cage.
right under the bars. That's cool.
Kennel time
Yeah.
is good for dogs,
Yeah, it's great
as
actually.
long as it's
yeah.
not excessive.
Yep.
Okay, so Ingo is in a cage. And Rome says, oh, by the way, for some reason, we have a few snow creatures on the bottom deck locked up in the what do they call the
Ice
brigs? The brig.
Oh, then I should definitely keep Ingo away from them.
But the galley is on the third deck, so
Well.
it should be okay there.
Okay. Why are we carrying ice creatures?
I don't know. The elves actually loaded them. I'm not sure why. I think
wait,
they captured them.
I'm confused. Are the elves your boss or are we your boss?
You are the boss, but the elves did load the supplies on the ship. And the dwarves as well, but you know.
So-
Well, they didn't do much loading. They each carried up one load, the dwarves, I mean, and then they started
I'm not having a conversation with you about the elves or the dwarves or their loads. What I'm asking is, are they your boss or are we your boss? And when suspicious things get loaded onto the ship, do you just yield
Okay,
to
let's get something straight.
whoever is doing
You
the
are not
loading.
my boss. You simply decide the direction I fly my ship, which I am.
Oh, all right. Oh, so you are the boss.
I am.
And you don't know why things are being loaded onto your ship.
Boy, you better shut your mouth right now, or I will puff up my little burly chest, and I will take daggers to your neck.
I am confused. I'm confused as to what our working relationship is. You said we are your boss, and then you said
all right,
you are
check it
your
out.
boss.
Check it out.
Okay, I'm checking it.
Rome the Gnome built the only flying ship on this planet. He has
Yes.
agreed to provide himself to fly the ship and his ship in order so that you can accomplish your goals
That is fantastic. I just
by the kindness of his heart. Okay?
Right. But
Talking rudely is going to get you thrown overboard.
Throw me overboard then. That's fine. My question is this your ship or is it not your ship? And at what point do you accept responsibility for strange things being loaded onto your ship?
You know, you're absolutely right. And he gives a hand signal. And Don Tari signals the elf by the cannon. And they each come over to grab hold of you and start dragging you toward the edge of the ship.
Donna's gonna step in front of the elves.
Wait. Who is? They're elves? And they're attempting to drag me off to the edge of the ship?
Yep.
Okay,
So Donna's
sounds
gonna
good.
get in the way of them and
I yield and I let it happen.
Do you still interfere, Sedana?
yep.
In what
And
way?
she's gonna say, the general put you under my charge, from my understanding. Please release him.
Don Tari kind of cocks his head and looks at you and looks at Trius, glances at Rome, and nods at the other soldier who they both release Trius, his arms,
Fantastic.
reluctantly.
No worries. I'm still at a 23 strength, by the way. That lasts for an
But-
hour.
Don Tari comes over to Saldana and whispers to him, "Your friend is going to cause too much trouble on this ship if you don't rein him in." And then he goes back to his station, and the other elf goes to his station. Trius, you are left at the edge of the railing there, and as you glance over, you realize just how far away the ground is as you see boulders on the ground, the trees on the ground that are almost the size of ants. You are way up there on this ship.
Yeah, absolutely.
The air is chilled at this altitude. It's a little thin as well. So breathing takes a little extra effort. The elves themselves are used to high altitude, so they're having no problem acclimating. And what will happen next?
I'll shout over to Rome. Can't even throw me overboard right.
Yes. Now's not the time.
What do you got? I'll go below decks. I'm done here.
Philip wandered over to make sure everything was okay. Philip, by the way, is not under command of Sadana. He was asked by Farnett to join the voyage and to help things work out. Caius, that is not a safe place to stand. And so the ship continues on. The hours pass.
Hello, Azrael. I didn't realize you're up here.
Yeah, I was just getting away from, getting thrown overboard. I figured I was next.
Yeah, I don't feel so comfortable either. It's pretty nice up here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I kind of figured if we were falling, at least falling to the deck would be better than falling to the ground.
Haha.
The wind is howling through the shell of Caius. Azrael's hair is blowing in the wind. It's cold up here, colder than it is on the deck. But you have a clear view of lots of clouds, even as you pass through the clouds. And you feel the mist of the clouds settling against your faces.
So when they say get your head out of the clouds, they mean get out of the crow's nest. Got it.
I kind of like it. It's like a shower.
It's like water for you up here, so it's perfect.
Yeah, it's best of both worlds, really.
So, Trius, when you go below deck, you find... I'm just going to duplicate Gavin right now for...
Double
Raven's
Gavin,
Yeah.
all the way across the sky.
Oh, wrong token. That one will represent Raven for now. Until I can find his token. And so, when you enter this area, this is where the crew sleeps. Now, you do have bedding assigned on the third deck.
I apologize. This was a mistake. I did not enter that room.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just chilling here.
Wait, did you move?
I did. I did not mean to enter that room. I apologize.
Oh, okay. The
I'm
map
just
wasn't updating.
Yep, I'm just hanging out here.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Where you're
Please.
hanging
Yeah.
out is where the below deck cannons are located. There are 4 of them. You can see,
I can see that there are 4 of them. Yes.
yes, there are cannonballs stored in bins
That's-
right next to them.
Absolutely. I'm uncomfortable being the spotlight at this moment. I would prefer to stay in the background. Please turn the spotlight back to my companions.
Okay. And so, Yora,
Yeah.
how are you doing right now? What are you doing right now?
I've just been, excuse me, I've just been watching and observing, and I went to go put Ingo in his kennel, and then I guess I'd be looking around on the third deck.
Okay. So, Donna, are you staying up on the main deck, or are you...
Yeah, I think Saddam would stay up on the main deck.
Okay. Yora, on the third deck, you see Ingo is in his cage where you left him. There is a small area for the cook to sleep in. That's the one marked 26. That's a hammock. Number 27 is the galley, if you're wondering. And toward the back of the ship are chambers that hold... Oh, I didn't even notice Pen Bear there. That hold your quarters, your personal quarters. There are 4 singles and 1 double. Just enough beds for the 6 of you. And that's what you find on this deck. So someone's gonna have to double up. And let's see. Caius. Azrael. What are you looking for up on the crow's nest? Next.
Crows.
You do not find any crows.
Not even a perception check? Like, just try.
Sure.
Cool. Let's see how bad I can roll for this. 9. Ah, damn, no crows.
Nope, no crows.
I guess I'll roll
One
two.
seagull.
I'm looking for enlightenment. Do I have advantage?
Roll it at a disadvantage, please.
12, so being strong.
Okay. Well, that's... You feel inspired,
Oh, with disadvantage is a 4.
and then it slips away. And okay, so does anybody wish to talk to one another or anything like that? Or would you like to skip ahead to the...
We want to get to the meat, to the potatoes.
All right.
Fair Wander, I think you've been awfully silent, Matthew.
What?
Oh, I was asking if you want to do anything, Matthew. You've been pretty silent.
No, I'm just I mean, I'm just looking around if there's any like I would love to try and raise a little bit of a garden, for fresh stuff on the boat. But looks like there's some stuff in each of the rooms, so I just picked one and I'll try to grow some things from the seeds that I have on my backpack.
What kind of seeds do you have?
That is a very good question, Peter. What kind of seeds do I have?
Why are you asking me? You picked your inventory.
I, it's just that's a good question. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Guessing
Okay.
as a druid, he just picked up random seeds, not knowing what exactly they were.
Absolutely.
But thought they were pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give back to nature whatever way I
Absolutely.
can. So
I think the question, Pen Bear, is what kind of druid are you? Are you the kind of druid that plants things that can be consumed and eaten for their medicinal effects? Are you the kind of druid that plants things that can be smoked or sniffed for their medicinal effects? Are you what kind of druid are you? I think that's the question that is at the core of what kind of seeds do I have?
is anybody asking me, or I'm alone in my room?
Yeah.
Anybody...
You want to talk to Pen Bear, you got to go see him.
Oh, gotcha.
Who's asking me this?
So,
Yeah.
so you plant the seeds and out sprouts. If you're okay with me saying what you grow, are you?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. I don't know if you saw my messages in the Roll20 chat, but
Oh, I did see those.
yeah. So just wondering if that would be a possibility, maybe.
Yeah, that is a great idea, actually.
But yeah, just I'm out of touch with nature on that boat, so I'm just looking to, gain a little bit of that back. So if it's just
Okay.
planting seeds that I
So-
have, it's fine.
Yeah, just plant the seeds for now, and then
Yep.
I will talk to you later about that because
Cool.
of that technical glitch I had this week. I no longer have your
No
pet
worries.
imported. So I have to re-import it. Okay, so let's see. So as you're flying, you pass over. You notice that the ground down below, the ship starts getting gradually closer to the ground, and you leave the mountainous areas, and you pass over the green fields of Aerodor and the farming communities. You're well south of Isaacus Courageous and Milanodor, and you are crossing over another bridge of mountains, heading toward, well, in the same direction as Woodruff, actually. Except that the journey, instead of taking 4 weeks, is going relatively quickly as you're sailing through the sky. While your back is turned to the front, Caius, a bug splats on your shell as you're going, and you don't even notice because you don't feel it. And then the ground below starts to darken a little bit, and you realize that you are passing over the outer fringes of the Aranash forest. This is the forest that you wanted to enter at one point. All of you wanted to enter, but
Our DM told us not to.
no, I was ready for you to enter it, but something held you back other than the DM. I did design it so you could enter it. You just wouldn't have gotten far. You also pass over the part of the forest just before that is where you face the Borin. And no, that wasn't a blood fly that splatted on your shell, Caius. And then as you reach the center of the forest, the Aranash forest, the plant life becomes more alive, whereas the outer fringes seemed like it was all dead trees and that sort of thing. And no clear path to get through it. But as you reach the center and the ship starts lowering, you see the tower, lightning seemingly coming from the top of the tower. You can see little figures moving about on the top of the tower, operating some kind of apparatus, and it lands in front. The ship it doesn't set down, but it comes to a hovering position about 25 feet from the bottom of its hull to the ground. And let me just switch this map, and this is what you shall see. Okay. As you come to hover, there is a stone bridge going over to the tower, over a moat that is around the tower. The trees closest to the tower are green and multicolored and filled with life. To the right of the bridge, are you all seeing this?
Yep, I see it.
To the right of the tower, you see a mule and a young man raking hay to feed the mule with. And before the bridge, you see two dwarven guards, and you see a very tall, green-skinned woman. She holds a thick staff. She's powerful, and she holds this staff at her side, and just behind her, while she is dressed in, well, nice clothing, leather clothing, that sort of thing, armor. The man standing behind her, he is wearing leather armor, but it is all raggedy and dirty, and his hair is unkempt and it's twisted, his brown hair. He's got a beard that, even from this distance, you can see bugs flying around his beard and that sort of thing. And he's got a backpack on his back. She's got a bag that she is carrying, and a pouch belted to her waist. And she comes forward, and they board the ship. Only the two of them. And
Well, they board the ship.
yes. And Lazarus has come out up on deck, and I apologize, your tokens are not here on this window. But Lazarus will welcome her, and she will hug Lazarus. And let's see, who was on deck? We had Caius and Azrael up in the... How'd you do that?
At DM magic.
Oh, okay. You dragged it out there. Okay. So, anyways, Sedana's on the deck, right? Sedana, the first thing you notice... Whoa. The first thing you notice is the smell, Sedana. And that is the smell of this man accompanying the tall, green-skinned woman. And, let me get your token there. And Caius. Yora is below deck. Okay, I think that's everybody. Except these dwarves should not be there. And Gavin shouldn't be there. Okay. So, anyways, this man is rank. He's got mud and grime all over his face. His clothes are soiled, not, as if he's been living in the dead forest that surrounds the tower. And Lazarus greets the woman and says, "My disciple, I see you have found the man I sent you to find." And they are... There we go. They are talking. Sedana, I need you to roll me a Constitution roll.
Joy. Just like a Constitution saving throw, basically.
Yeah.
Eight.
Sedana, your stomach turns from the smell given off this guy. I mean, you can imagine that he has not bathed ever. He smells so bad. I mean, he smells of dead wood. He smells of animals, dead animals. He is just rank. And
I'll just back away.
your stomach, you feel a little bit sick to your stomach just from his odor. Up in the crow's nest, the smell gradually reaches you two up there in the crow's nest. and you don't know which one it is that smells down there, or if it's the dead forest south of you, well, all around you, but something is definitely making your nose hairs burn. Lazarus seems to welcome the man and then waves him toward the back of the ship. This guy is up in the crow's nest. And so the man who you overhear, so Donna, you overheard him. His name is Blarn. And that's all you overheard. And then the two of them retreat. The woman whose name is Estinari, she is the disciple of Lazarus. When he dies, she will inherit his knowledge and power. And each prophet chooses their disciple. Their what do they call the person that's gonna inherit her, I guess?
Okay.
Successor?
Successor. That's the word I was looking for. And so they retreat below deck in order to...
Before they go, Saldana's going to stop Lazarus. Lazarus, why are we here? I know we came here to pick up your disciple and some other things, but pray tell why it was so important that we did that.
Lazarus nods to Estinari, and she opens her bag and holds open her bag to show you 3 ancient tomes from the library of the Tower of Aranash. And he says, these books, when combined with the recently revealed prophetic words, may well help us to find information to help guide you on your course. But it will take me time to study these books. And that is why I needed to come, so that I could keep providing you with information that I can somehow piece together.
Alright. She'll step aside.
And he goes below deck, which the woman, however, hesitates, and she looks out at the tower one last time before she goes. So if you would like to ask her any questions, you are able to do so in private, well, without Lazarus around.
Yeah, Saldana will.
Okay.
So, how long have you known Lazarus?
I have been his disciple. How do you make a strong woman a deep voice? This is one voice I have not practiced.
Women don't have to have deep voices to be strong.
Yeah, look at Saldana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's like a Goliath. She's tall, and I just imagine Goliaths to have deep voices. She is a Goliath, but on this world, the Goliath race has green skin.
Mm.
So she says, I have been traveling with him and discipled by him. He has been my mentor for at least 5 years. He is a very special man. He sees things that no other can see, other than his brothers, who he has been unable to find.
You don't find it at all suspicious that hasn't been able to find them at all?
I will tell you that I believe they have all been killed. Lazarus did not wish to accept this. That he could possibly be the last of his kind. It has brought him great pain. And it has not helped his health at all. He is sacrificing much to go on this voyage, and I fear for his life. But I will be there for him, and I will take care of him and hopefully protect him from harm.
And who is that man back there? And she'll very
That
reluctantly gesture towards the person in the back of the ship.
That rather pungent man is a fur trader and hunter who was not frightened by the Arnash forest, and he hunted through the forest for unique furs and skins to sell. And Lazarus sent me to find him because apparently he is as important to this quest as all of you are.
Well, if he's gonna stay on the ship, make sure he stays on the top deck and in the back, please.
Oh gosh, I hope so. And she smiles. If that will be all, I do not wish to leave Lazarus alone for long.
Yeah, that's all I have for now.
Okay.
I'll also walk away.
Okay, and she goes below deck to find her mentor, who is actually, I think, on the second deck in a conference room studying. And she takes him the books and they go to studying. And that is the last you will see of them for a little while. So here we reach a turning point. You all have come to that moment when you must decide where to go first. You need a destination. And let's see. We are about 20 minutes from the end of stream. I think this is a good place to end so that you will have time to talk together and maybe individually read the prophecy again, study it, come up with some ideas and that sort of thing. I do want to ask you all, how are you feeling after tonight? And let's start with our latecomer, Azrael.
Are we doing this on stream?
Yes, we are.
Teleport
As
here?
your character. What is your character feeling, Azrael?
Azrael is a little bit more than concerned right now because of the whole trial with Caius. You know, it's clear that we have powers that we can't control and things that are beyond us. I just want the party to get a little bit better handle on that and work a little bit more cohesively as a unit.
Yeah. That's right. They haven't explained to Azrael that what the results of the trial were.
Caius and Azrael talking about that in the tower.
Okay.
It's kind of they let me off, but I mean, it's obviously I have amends to make still. It's going to be a long journey, I think, before Saldana trusts me again.
Well, if it's any consolation, I trust you. I don't think that you did any of this on purpose.
Well, I don't want to keep secrets from this group. I believe that some things that she has said have some truth to them as well. And Caius will kind of duck down in the crow's nest so that nobody can really see. And he's gonna get become as small of a turtle as he can. And then he will utter a little incantation, and in front of you appears a shadow dragon version of Caius. It's me. It's still me. I don't know how. I don't know why. It's kind of painful. I don't know if you heard the bones popping, but ta-da!
Wait, so your whole body just changed into a shadow dragon?
Yeah, it's like it's still me. It's still me.
Yeah, that sounds and looks painful.
That is what he looks like.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't look pleasant.
No, it's not. It's almost done.
Where he fits the shell. That's the really tricky part.
Rock hard abs.
Flips it around so this way it's in the front.
So yeah, I like I said, I believe my God's powers that I've waited for all my life, well, for many years now, have manifested finally because of this journey. But well, I don't like it one bit. But I mean, that's what's happening. I'm still me. Just give me a second. And then I stand up and, oh boy, that's not good for the back.
You're gonna feel that in the morning.
So, when Saldana said I was a shadow dragon and stuff, it's kind of true that I can do that. So I just I want everybody to know that, or at least, maybe Saldana shouldn't see me like that right now, but yeah, I want it to be honest with the group. If we're going to be on a journey together, we have to have more trust than we've had recently, I think.
Agreed.
I don't know. I hope you don't rat me out or something. But if I wake up with a knife in me, I understand.
Well, I don't carry a knife. If it's me, it would be a sword.
Oh.
And you kind of don't wake up from those things usually.
I guess that's sweet dreams. I'm gonna find a bunk.
Third deck has quarters for you guys too. So,
hi Saldana. How's it going?
Speaking of Saldana, what are you feeling right now?
A whole lot. She is a mixture of great sadness, anger. Not really sure what to do at this point.
Anything else you would like to add?
Kind of get away, but at the same time, she wants to continue what she set out for in the first place and getting revenge.
Okay. And what is Trius feeling right now?
I think Trius has quite a bit of anger within him at the moment, quite a bit of confusion within him, and a lot of unprocessed grief. I think that he is going to throw himself into training over the next few days with a renewed vigor that is alarming. He's going to start, I think, with heavier weapons and learn that he is not well equipped to use those. And will remember in an echo of a dream that someone once said to him, "I'd really like to see you with a scimitar in your hand." And we'll switch over at some point to a scimitar and a lighter, more dexterous weapon. And he will find that that is a better fit for his strength and skill.
And currently he's holding the spear, am I right? Or did you get rid of that?
He is still holding on to that spear. Absolutely.
Okay.
He's going to return it to its owner one day, but that day has not yet come.
Oh, I love that mysterious phrase, what you just said. Caius, do you have anything else to add to what you told Azrael or anything else? How is Caius feeling?
Kai's just gonna go to a bunk, find a bunk alone somewhere, and try to find a spot he can put out his candles and build a little altar to the Forgotten One, and pray to the giant turtle in the sea somewhere that everything's gonna be okay.
The Forgotten One. Yora. How are you feeling?
See, why'd you say it like that, though?
What, Yora?
No, the Forgotten One. It's just supposed to be like the Forgotten One.
The Forgotten One.
Yeah,
I just wanted to sound mysterious.
Yeah, no, the Forgotten One is evil as all heck.
No.
That's
No.
why.
No, it's because
To no one's surprise.
I wanted to
jeez.
sound mysterious.
See, I knew there was something like that coming.
You'll see. Yora, how are you feeling?
Fine. Next.
Next?
Yeah.
Yora.
Peter.
Ah. Okay, Pen Bear.
What?
Ben Bear is just in his room. He's been alone for a long time with his own thoughts and everything that's been happening in the past month and a half or however long we've been together. It's been a lot, and it's just trying to, get back to nature in a way, I guess. Growing a little garden in his room and see what he can do to help out everybody, but he needs to think on stuff. So, yeah, he's just in his own little world right now.
Okay. And with that, we will call it a night.
Hey, actually, before we do, can I propose a scene in which I'm training with Azrael?
Sure.
Fantastic. Hey, how's it going, Azrael?
It's going well. You actually
would-
asked me up on upper deck how I was feeling about everything, and I kind of did it as part of the summary. So that's how I was feeling. A little concerned.
A little concerned. Would you mind sparring with me for a little bit? I think I've got I'm getting a hang of this scimitar, but I think there's still a few things I'm trying to work out with its
Okay,
weight
so
and how to
Azrael
tackle
uses Azrael uses 2 long swords, so they're both heavy weapons, but he does have the dual wield feat. But your scimitars are also slashing, so he can probably teach you the same thing, just using your dexterity as opposed to your strength.
I would appreciate that. What do you call it? So I would like to spend the next few hours with you training, and in the midst of this training, what do you call it? Do you know any special things around like disarming, or how does your fighting style kind of manifest itself.
Okay, so Azrael's fighting style is more around using defensive magic,
Got it.
not just, martial prowess. So it's not like he's worried so much about being able to, evade a shot or, take a hit or not, but using shield to block. Also, too, when he wields two heavy weapons at the same time, he's gaining a plus in his AC simply by using two weapons.
Got it.
And technically, since you're using finesse weapons, you could do the same.
Got it. So I think that as you are showing me this, you're I'm trying to hit you, and my blows are kind of glancing off of you. Sometimes it's because of your shield. Sometimes it's because you are kind of parrying my scimitar in a way that I just can't respond to because you've got two long swords instead of just one. And I'm finding your defense impenetrable and unbeatable. And I think that at a certain point, I'm going to take, in frustration, take a big swing at you. And do you have the ability to do like a repost after a
No,
block?
I don't. No,
No?
I'm not a battle master.
No
Eldritch
worries,
Knight.
no worries, no worries. So you will at some point, what do you call it? Deflect my blow hard enough that it bounces off of you, or you can describe what happens. But I want you to deflect me really hard.
Okay, so when you take that big swipe where you're about to
Yep.
come in, where you're about to hit him, he would cast shield,
Yeah.
so that you basically fall flat into an invisible barrier,
Got it.
kind of slide down off of it.
Got it. So I actually slam so hard into it that the locket around my neck breaks open and lands on the floor. And what you see is a picture of my mother on one side of the locket and my father on the other side of the locket.
I have a question for the DM. Would I recognize this?
Well, my father's the person that died that first time you met me.
Oh yeah,
you
that I know.
recognize him definitely.
Sorry, I'm trying to find our videos that just cut out. Yeah, you would recognize it.
So
I see.
Azrael would ask the woman that's in the locket, who is she?
Azrael, that is my mother. I thought you would have put that together. My father's literally in the next picture over.
I didn't want to make an assumption because she looks awfully familiar.
And end scene.
Hey, now you're leaving us hanging.
That's the point.
At 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, that reminds me. We will return on October 12th. We always take the first week of each month off to gather our thoughts, spend time with our families, and to run some one-shots. So just because Dragons of a Winter Storm will not air, that doesn't mean we won't have something next Tuesday. And it will be announced in our Discord server if we do. And you can join our Discord server by clicking that link that just showed up in the chat window. And also, this Thursday, we have Out of the Abyss beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I hope you'll join us there as we have some heroes that are struggling to find their way out of the Underdark. And one of those heroes is played by Jacob. And anybody have any other announcements? Jen and Dave, do you have any games coming up this? No?
No, we're not sure because Will wasn't feeling well. and
Oh,
he's also
okay.
in Maryland. He's also in Maryland for a play that or a production that he's in.
Ah. And Greg, you have Curse of Strahd on Monday, starting between 7 and 7:15. That is on Save versus Games and COS.
Yes, sir.
And there's
we have
the link in chat.
We have a boss battle series potentially coming up soon too. I believe we have 2 crew members lined up for it. It's going to be, I think, starting on the 16th of October, and it's going to be a 3-part, 3-session, 4-hour sessions boss battle with the Kraken and adventure lead up. So, if you're interested in the stream, come on by and say hello in the Discord under the boss battle series thing. And that's it, I think.
Could be dope.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen a boss battle put on by Greg. They're really fun.
Super epic.
Yes. And anybody else have anything they would like to announce? Well, I would like to announce that 2 days before we return, my son is getting married.
Oh, wow.
So next
Congrats!
time you see me DMing this campaign, I will have a daughter.
That is awesome.
So
And a granddaughter. Legitimate. Like, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
no, she's not pregnant.
It's 2 days.
Oh, good Lord.
I feel like someone needs to have a conversation with you about the birds and the bees as well.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
Anyways, we will see you all on Thursday or on October 12th. We hope you'll join us. Thank you and good night.
Bye.